Dear students, in this lecture we discuss Ikeda system. It is proposed by a physicist Ikeda. This is proposed by Ikeda and co-workers in 1980. The paper title is Optical Turbulence, Chaotic Behavior of Transmitted Light from a Ring Cavity. The dynamics of an optical bistable resonator is described by the Ikeda system. The system is x dot of t equal to minus alpha x of t minus beta sine of x of t minus tau, where alpha and beta are positive parameters. And tau is the delay. The details of this system are described in this paper and various other books which are related to delay differential equations. Let us analyze this system. First, we find equilibrium points. This is very interesting system. Okay, so we call right hand side as f. Okay, f of x of t minus tau. Okay, so here f of xy is nothing but minus alpha x minus beta sine y. Okay, so we call x of t as x of t minus tau as y. Equilibrium points x star are solutions of the equation f of x star equal to 0, that is minus alpha x star minus beta sine x star equal to 0. Okay. Now it is clear that if we put x star equal to 0, then this equation is satisfied. Okay, so it is one of the equilibrium points. Or this may be written as sine x star equal to minus alpha upon beta x star. Okay, beta is positive, so this is well defined. Now alpha by beta means we can take only one parameter value, say gamma. Okay, so sine of x star equal to minus gamma x star, where gamma is alpha by beta. Okay, so therefore x1 star equal to 0 is always an equilibrium point. Now we know that sin x is bounded function. It cannot go beyond the value 1. Okay, so mod of sin x star is less equal 1. Therefore, this equation has solution if we select alpha by beta very small. Okay, so there are few more equilibrium points for sufficiently small alpha by beta. Okay, now we have to solve this equation numerically and then we can find. Okay, so in particular, we give some values, say uh, alpha equal to 1 and beta equal to 5. Okay, we take alpha equal to 1 and beta equal to 5. Since 2 means this equation, second is transcendental equation. It involves the function sine. Transcendental equation. I mean, it is not simple to analyze this system with general values of parameters. Okay, we need to take particular values and then we can use numerical method, etc. We take particular values alpha equal to 1 and beta equal to 5. Okay, now let me share from Mathematica file for the solution of this transcendental equation. Okay, I'm using manipulate command. Okay, we already have discussed this command. Okay, manipulate syntax is some expression containing a parameter. Okay, then comma, then that parameter, its initial value, final value, step size. Okay, so here I'm writing beta as parameter. I'm using bracket here and I'm writing 10 means initially the value will be 10. Okay, and then this is starting value, this is ending value. We can change step size by 0.1. Okay, so what we are manipulating? We are manipulating plot two things. First thing is sin x and second is minus 1 upon beta x. Okay, here I am taking alpha equal to 1. I am keeping beta as a variable. Okay, so we are trying to find solutions to equation sin x equal to minus alpha upon beta x. If alpha is 1, then it is right hand side is minus 1 upon beta x. Okay, so here we are putting beta as parameter. Okay, so let us see. Okay, so if we run, we get this object. Now for very small value, say 1, there is only one equilibrium point, 0. Okay, if we consider higher values, I'm taking higher values for beta means 1 upon beta will be small. Okay, so as we increase value of beta, 1 upon beta will become very, very small. Okay, if it is 4, still we have only one equilibrium point, that is 0. Okay, this red curve is sine curve. This straight line is nothing but minus 1 upon beta into x. Beta is positive. Now let us increase. So this is 4.1, 4.2, like this. Okay, around 4.4, this line becomes tangent at these points. Okay, so this will produce more than one equilibrium points. Okay, as we increase. Okay, so now we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 equilibrium points. Okay, it can have so many equilibrium points if we take beta very large. Say if beta is 10, then there are yeah, still 5 equilibrium points. Let me take higher values, say 15. Okay, now there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 equilibrium points, maybe more than 9. Okay, so we need to consider the range. Instead of minus 15, 15, I'm taking minus 20, 20. Okay, there are, I need to take this as 15. Okay, for 15, these are 9 equilibrium points. 17, 2 additional equilibrium points are there. So 11, then 17.2, these are increasing. 18. Okay, now there are 13 equilibrium points and so on. Okay, so as we increase beta, number of equilibrium points increasing. Okay, so we are taking alpha equal to 1 and beta equal to 5. Okay, so this is 5 and we only have 5 equilibrium points. Okay, so what we do, how to find these equilibrium points? If we observe this figure, then it is clear that equilibrium points are approximately, let me take this as minus 15 to 15, and beta as 5. Okay, so around 5, right end point is around. Okay, so first the positive equilibrium point is 4 point something, second is also around 5, and these are mirror images of each other. So these are negatives, equilibrium points. Okay, so we cannot use solve or unsolve here because this is transcendental equation. Solve or unsolve will not provide the answer. We have to use find root command. Okay, so one equilibrium point is 0. Another thing is find root sin x equal to minus 1 upon 5 x, and x is very close to 5. Okay, so this is initial guess for the root. So answer is 4.9063. Okay, if we consider the same command with initial value 4, then we are getting 4.1046. Okay, so these are the two equilibrium points, 4.10462 and 4.9063. Similarly, negative of these numbers are also equilibrium points. Okay, so these are the 5 equilibrium points. there are five equilibrium points, namely x1 star is 0, x2 star 4.9063, x3 star 4.10462, x4 star minus 4.10462, and x5 star equal to minus 4.9063. Okay, so these are the five equilibrium points. Now we discuss stability. So for stability, we need partial derivatives of f. So we have del 1 f is partial derivative of f with respect to first variable. Our f is minus alpha x minus beta sine y, we can say. Okay. So derivative is with respect to x is minus alpha, and here we are taking alpha equal to 1, so it is minus 1. And del 2f equal to minus beta, derivative of sine y is cos y, and beta is 5 here, so minus 5 cos y. Okay. Now we consider different equilibrium points. First equilibrium point is x1 star. Okay, x1 star which is 0. We discuss stability of this. So we have a to b del 1 f at this equilibrium, it is minus 1, and b equal to del 2 f at this equilibrium. So we substitute y equal to x star, that is y equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, so it is minus 1. Therefore, a plus b equal to minus 6, which is negative, and now we compare a and b. B is less than a. Here, b is less than a. Therefore, there exists tau star equal to 1 upon square root b square minus a square cos inverse minus a upon b. That is equal to b square is 25, a square is 1, so square root 24, 1 upon square root 24 into cos inverse minus a upon b. It is minus 1 upon 5. This is approximately equal to 0.361739. Okay, if you use calculator, you will find this answer. Okay, so this is critical value of delay. So there exists tau star such that 0 less than tau star. In fact, it is 0 less equal tau less than tau star implies x1 star is asymptotically stable, and tau greater than tau star implies x1 star is not asymptotically stable. Means if it is not asymptotically stable, means we may get closed orbits or we may get unbounded solutions, or we may have chaotic solutions. Okay, so many possibilities are there. So this is all about x1 star. Now let us consider stability of other equilibrium types. X2 star equal to 4.9063. Okay, x2 star is this one, x5 star is minus 4.9063. Okay, now we are going to substitute these values here. Small a, that is del 1f, will be minus 1 for any values of equilibrium points, and here it is cos y. We know that cos of minus theta is same as cos theta. Okay, so x2 star is minus x5 star. Okay, so stability properties of x2 star and x5 star are same. Okay, so I'm writing x5 star also, and x5 star equal to minus 4.9063. We have a equal to minus 1 del 1f and b equal to minus 5 cos of x2 star, that is same as minus 5 cos of x5 star. Using calculator, we'll find that this value is minus 0.96349. Okay, therefore a plus b is minus 1.96349, which is negative, and if we compare a and b, we can say that a is less than b. Okay, and if a is less than b, then we conclude that these equilibrium points are asymptotically stable for all values of delay term. Therefore, x2 star and x5 star are asymptotically stable for all values of delay tau greater equal to. Okay. Similarly, we discuss stability of other equilibrium points. X3 star equal to 4.10462 and x4 star equal to minus x3 star. Again, we have a equal to minus 1 and b equal to minus 5 cos of x3 star, that is also equal to minus 5 cos of x4 star, and this value is 2.85519 approximately. Therefore, a plus b is positive, and if a plus b is positive, then these equilibrium points are unstable. Therefore, x3 star and x4 star are unstable equilibrium points. Okay. Now, numerical solutions and chaos. These are our observations. Okay. Observations and chaotic solution. Let me write observations. Okay. These are numerical solutions. So let us consider mathematical. First thing, if we consider delay tau between 0 and tau star, then we get stable solutions in the neighborhood of stable equilibrium points. Okay. Of course, there are two unstable equilibrium points, but the solutions will be repelled to nearby stable equilibrium points. Okay. So this 0, that is origin, is asymptotically stable if we take small value of tau, that is less than tau star. This one, that is 4.10 something, it is unstable, but it will repel the solution to next equilibrium. Okay, right hand side and left hand side both are asymptotically stable equilibrium points, 0 and 4.90. Similarly, this minus 4.10 is unstable, but minus 4.90 is asymptotically stable. Okay, so all these solutions will tend to 0 or 4.90 or minus 4.9. Okay, depending on initial condition. So let us take tau equal to 0.3. Okay, so the critical value of delay is 0.361739. Okay, so this is smaller value, 0.3. We take n equal to 100 means up to times type 100, s equal to nd solve, x dash of t equal to minus x of t minus 5 sine of x of t minus tau. We take initial condition in the neighborhood of 0. Okay, so we are taking 1 means it is here somewhere. Okay, we are plotting. We get that. We get stable solutions. Okay, even if we take some other initial condition, then also we get stable solutions. For example, we may take initial condition which is between 4.10 and 4.9, say 4.3. Again, it is settling to 4.9. If we consider, say, initial condition as 5.2, then also it is reaching to 4.9. Okay, it may be minus. It is going to minus 4.9. Okay. Now we consider the delay value which is beyond tau star. Okay, say tau star is 0.36. Here we take tau at 0.4, and we can observe that it is periodic cycle, one cycle. Okay, so this is for 0.4, then 0.5, similar observation, 0.6, 0.7 also same thing, 0.8. They are in closed orbit, but safe with same G. Okay, so qualitative things are same, quantitative things are same. Then tau is equal to 1, again same thing, 1.2, slight change. Okay, 1.3, we are getting here not like thing. Okay, actually it is 2 cycle. Then 1.4, this is onset of chaos. Chaos is starting at this tau value, 1.4. Then 1.5, here clearly we can see chaotic attractor. Okay, this structure is called as chaotic attractor. We may take higher values, say 2, again chaos. We are getting chaos at 4 also. The chaotic attractor shape of chaotic attractor is changing, but still we are getting chaos. Your homework is take higher and higher values. Maybe you will get unbounded solutions for some value of tau. Okay, so if we consider tau equal to say 20, let us check. Again, no unbounded solutions. We are getting chaos. What happens if we take 100? Okay, we are getting different thing. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, we may. Okay, it is. So let me consider all the trajectory instead of 400. I'm taking say 0. What happens from 0? Okay, so it looks like this. Okay. Oh, a different thing. 500. It looks like this. It is increasing and then settling down. Okay, so some different behavior we can observe. Okay. So we note down all these things. Zero less than tau star, stable solutions for initial conditions in the neighborhoods of any equilibrium points. Okay, we don't know what happens if we consider initial condition which is far away from equilibrium point 4.90. Okay, I hope that we will get stable solutions even if we take initial condition which is very large value or very small value on the negative side. Next thing, tau star is less than tau is less equal say 1.3, but we get periodic cycles for initial conditions in the, okay, so it depends on initial conditions. Periodic cycles for initial conditions in the interval two things. Okay, so we should take initial condition in the neighborhood of 0, but we should not cross 4.0 or minus 4.0. Sorry, 4.10 or minus 4.10 means minus 4.10 to 0. I'm using open interval because if we consider initial condition at 0, it is equilibrium. So we get steady state solutions. Same thing is true for minus 4.10. Okay, actually it is minus 4.10462. Okay, I should say 4.10462. Okay. And open interval 0 to 4.10462. Okay. If we consider initial condition between 4.10 and 4.90, then we will not get this periodic thing because the 4.90 thing uh, is asymptotically stable. So it will attract that trajectory. Okay, let me show this phenomenon. What we have to do, we are taking these initial conditions any two. Okay, so let us consider this periodic cycle, but I'm taking initial condition. Okay, so even if we take negative initial condition, say -1, then let us see. We are getting periodic cycle. Okay, but if we take initial condition between 4.10 and 4.90, say 4.3, okay, then we will get stable orbits converging to 4.9. Same thing is true if we take initial condition as uh, something which is between -4.9 and -4.1. Say minus 4.5. Okay, so it is converging to -4.9. So we may check this thing. What happens if we take initial condition as -1? Let me check -1. Okay, change is like this. Okay, so we are getting different type of closed orbit. Okay, so it is there are coexisting limit cycles. Okay, closed orbits are also called as limit cycles. So this is second thing. Next thing, tau equal to 1.4. It is starting of chaos, or we say that it is onset of chaos. Then tau greater than 1.4, we say chaos for wide range of delay tau. Okay, so we observe chaos for so many values. Okay, so chaos is not there for all the values of tau which are greater than 1.4, but it is there for so many values. Okay, thank you.